Bengaluru. This is a place where we'll look at lakes, parks, and gardens. Today we are at one of the best birding paradises in Bangalore, Lalbagh. And let's go begin our search for birds. Well, in there are Mynas. Well, we'll put an arrow on that, but wow. Well, yeah, you gotta be careful of snakes, as they can be very bitey ones in here and danger ones. There was a crow sitting on a tree. There was a Myna, but it soon flew away off afar. Can you see there are weaver bird nests? It's over here. Wow. Look at this ant. It's working so hard to carry this thing right over here. I think it's a bird feather. Lalbagh Botanical Garden is a prime hotspot for bird watchers living in Bengaluru. So you see the nests over there? So what the weaver birds collect are these cotton materials right over here. All of this over here so this is what the birds collect, and that's what they make their nest with. Look guys, that's I think wow, there it goes, but oh, I think it's okay, it's gone, but there was a crow over there. Well, we have arrived here at the Lalbagh Lake, and this is where most of the birds are. And so let's begin our search. As you can see in the background, there are lots of birds over there, and so basically let's begin our lake search. I'm sitting here for a little rest because it's taken a long time getting here. So anyways, after I'm done with my rest, we can continue. We saw a couple of grey herons just resting on a tree branch. It was brilliant to see. They were just enjoying a lazy life because it was Sunday. But they are not as lazy as you expected them to be. Yeah, the one that is standing, it is just sitting in comfortably, but the other one was scratching its back. So they might just be busy doing something else. And on the other side of the grey herons, there was a purple swamp hen walking. And remember those purple moorhens at Kasavanahalli? This was the cousin of the two, but it's called the swamp hen. A robin had come to just rest on a tree branch, and we were just so happy looking at it. As expected, a lot of ducks were in the lake, and this one was just getting across. These ducks just like to keep their head up, but then disappear after keeping their head up for 5 seconds, and then disappear down deep again, never to be seen again until they come up. But the main highlight on this side was this. Lots of cormorants were sitting on a branch and happily just there, while the air was filling up with lots of crows. But the cormorants were just enjoying a lazy life as usual. While on the other side of the cormorants, a stork was just sitting in there quietly, just watching action and in between of scratching itself. But look at this, an amazing scene, isn't it? A white kingfisher had just come here after a dip and came here to dry itself off. And it sat right in front of the grill that was in front of us. And this, mixed with the gorgeous landscape behind it, made it one of the best shots of the channel, and it was truly a pleasure to see this happen. A beautiful light blue, a big red beak. That was all you could say about this kingfisher, and once it was done, it flew off. There were a duck family which were going across was to, well, the other side, by where the cormorants were. It was also lovely to see. Where the arrow was pointing, there was actually a turtle resting. The same stork had been there all this while and was still just watching everything that was happening. There were fish within this water. A Myna came very close to us and then flew off. Well, that same kingfisher that we had seen earlier came and this time posed itself well again, but this time on a tree. While up in the air, a Braminhy kite was flying. But the kingfisher had yet again posed for us in a nice manner. My camera team stopped by to get a few groundnuts, while me with my camera got attracted by a crow that was right there and tried to find food for itself. And then a pigeon came into the action and they were acting like friends. This is the first time I filmed a pigeon and a crow together in the same shot. And boy, it was a good one because they were acting like friends. Lots of ravens have come here to go to the bathroom and have a bath. And there were so many of them that made it so interesting. So guys, we have left the lake and we have reached a bird observatory. And it's right next to a sundial park. So okay, so yeah, and there are so many crows around here. I cannot tell you, like you can hear them almost everywhere. Wow, look up in the tree, they're everywhere, all over here. Okay, so let's observe the birds for a little while here. A crow pair was sitting on a cable, but one of them flew off soon. And it was, well, so many crows were around Lalbagh that day. It was that the crows almost filled in the entire trip by showing themselves. And then one sparrow was sitting somewhere.